Hey everybody!
Everybody, what's up? JTH!
Tails the Hero.
And this is our 100th video. And
Welcome to the 100th video special.
And we are reacting, as we said, Princess Lunaughty. The sequel.
We are very excited.
The sequel to the first fanfiction we reacted to, Princess Molestia.
And right now, I just want to say thank you to all the fans that we have. How many subscribers
we have at least 65. We want to encourage bronies and other YouTubers all over the world to keep subscribing if they want to, and we will continue to make videos.
This is a 100th video.
And we are so psyched, and I am actually excited to read this.
You know, I can't believe we started off our YouTube channel by doing wrestling moves and game reactions. Then we became bronies, and now look at it.
And now look at us. We're famous. We have 65 subscribers.
We're not famous.
We're sort of famous.
Somewhat.
You know what would be awesome as hell? If, like, wouldn't it be awesome as hell if, like, one day in the mail, like, you or me, and for all of our friends, we just got, like, free passes to BronyCon? That would be a dream come true.
I would freak out.
That would be a dream come true.
Free passes, that'd be amazing. But let's get going.
Anyways, here we go with Princess Lunaughty. And as I told you, I am reading the epilogue to Princess Molestia first, because as I said, I skewed through it, and it said at the end, begin Princess Lunaughty. So here we go.
This will be the first part of our videos.
Yeah, and after I read this, that's going to be the end of the first part, and we're going to do the rest of it in other parts. So here we go. So here we go. Princess Lunaughty. Okay, Princess Molestia Epilogue. The following event takes place approximately 2 days after the last night of Molestia. It is late afternoon and the sun has recently set. Princess Celestia? Twilight called out as she slowly trotted into Celestia's study. Celestia herself was standing close to a bookshelf holding open a book with her magic and scanning its contents. Your guard said you summoned me here. Is everything... It's alright, Twilight. Celestia interrupted with a soft voice. She took a slow, deep breath and closed the book, setting it in its proper place in the bookshelf. I felt like I needed to speak to you once more over the events that occurred earlier. It's been 2 days since it all happened. Is it really true that Luna is responsible for all of it? Only partially, Twilight. Celestia gently shook her head a couple of times before looking over to her pupil with sorrowful eyes. While it is true that my sister had a hand in releasing such a monstrosity, I still am to blame for even holding in such a thing. As ruler of this land, it is my sworn duty to watch over and look over every pony who resides in it, to ensure their safety and well-being to the best of my ability. This is where I have failed 2 nights ago. I may as well select a few times in the past. This is not often, Twilight. There is an event that causes me to question my legitimacy as of my own rule over Equestria. This is one of them.
Damn.
Dang.
She's pretty bummed out about the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, what do you expect? If I were Celestia, I'd be bummed out over it too. But your highness, your wisdom and knowledge is what's kept Equestria in such a long period of peace and tranquility. You're the best ruler anything has had in over 1,000 years. I can sparsely believe that any pony would think you negatively of you, even if you had a few slip-ups. Oh, Twilight, Celestia sighed with a soft smile, turning and taking a few steps toward her pupil. You have always spoken highly of me. And even after my terribly deplorable acts, you still hold me in such high standards in your heart. I am grateful. Not just me, Princess, but all my friends as well. After the events of that night, it sort of took a while, but we all came to grasp the real situation and eventually got over it. I even did some research and discovered that it's not unheard of a pony to sort of snap in that way after extended periods of time. Not gonna lie, that's a little funny. And being ruler for 1,000 years, I can't imagine the strain it would put on your mind. Yes, but it is not right for me to make an excuse of it. This is my fault, and therefore I can only pin the blame on myself, regardless of my sister's actions.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah, me too. I understand, Your Highness, but please, don't take it too hard on yourself. We all care about you, and even the strongest of us have our weak points. Promise me you won't take this too hard on yourself.
That's true, we all have our weak points. My weak point in life, he knows, is spiders.
Yes.
I'm terrified of spiders.
Yeah, arachnophobia.
Mm-hmm.
I promise, Celestia replied with a soft chuckle and a warm smile. And thank you again, my star pupil, for all you've done. It's no problem, Your Highness, Celestia said What the fuck, I messed up. It's no problem, Your Highness, Twilight said happily as she quickly trotted over and nuzzled the side of her muzzle against Celestia. Celestia bowed her head over. Twilight's and closed her eyes for a few moments, taking time to savor the wonderful pupil she has.
Oh, the cuteness.
Yeah. Oh, and Twilight, Celestia raised up her head. My sister Luna wishes to speak with you in her study. I only told her I would send you over as soon as you had finished talking to me. Is that alright? Oh, sure thing, Princess. Twilight replied as she took a step back, smiling up at Celestia. What did she need to see me about? She said it had something to do with an idea that she came up with. I don't know exactly, but knowing my sister, she's probably got something pretty entertaining cooked up. It should be pretty fun.
Oh boy.
What are you doing, Luna? Yuggity. Alright, I guess I'll go see her then. Thank you, Your Highness. No, thank you, Twilight. Celestia said with a warm smile, which Twilight returned before she left the room, closing the door behind her. Getting directions from a few guards, Twilight quickly made her way through the halls of the Canterlot Castle, already getting close to Luna's study after a little more than a minute of searching. But as she rounded a hallway, she found Luna walking in her direction and almost bumped directly into her. Oh jeez, that would have been disastrous.
Oh, hello, Twilight.
Oh, Luna, Twilight said, her voice half surprised and half joyful. There you are. The princess said you needed to talk to me. Thank you for your attendance, Twilight. And yes, I had something I wish to discuss with you. Come, walk with me. Luna turned away and began walking down the hall in opposite of the direction with Twilight right at her side. Did Tia tell you any of what I wanted to speak to you about? Not really. Only that you figured you might have something entertaining in store. I figured you probably had a surprise set up or something. Well, Luna gave a soft giggle as her cheeks gave a faint blush only for a moment before returning to normal. Entertaining is a good word, I would say. As for a surprise, well, that depends on your analytic skills, I guess. I guess that's how you say it, analytic. What do you mean, Princess? Twilight, ever since the events that occurred a couple nights ago, I have began to think deeply.
Oh boy.
Luna made a turn down another hallway, one that doesn't lead to her study, but Twilight didn't notice.
Oh no.
Oh Jesus.
What is she gonna do?
Is
she gonna rape Twilight?
Look at that truck. I'm like, oh crap, here we go. Thinking about what exactly? I mean, I know you went through a lot, and most of us still cringe when we think back to what happened. But what could be bothering you this much? I need to scroll down a bit again. What could be bothering you this much? I honestly don't know how to put it, Twilight, but so far the best explanation I can give for all these thoughts are an epiphany, perhaps. A realization with great meaning. I don't know for sure, but it has continued gnawing at me on the inside, and I feel as though I just need to get this out there. Get what out where? You're sort of losing me, Princess. Well, what I'm trying to get at is, I think I need help with something, Twilight. Luna entered through a large doorway with Twilight instinctively following behind. Help with a very pressing matter. Well, rest assured, Princess, I'll do whatever it takes to... Hey! Twilight stopped suddenly and looked around, realizing they were in Luna's bedroom.
Oh boy.
This isn't your study. You're right, Luna said in a low tone, her magically closing the door behind them. It's not. Oh, Jesus, here we go.
Boy.
Don't tell me this is going to be a repeat.
I think we're going to be seeing a repeat.
Yeah, pretty much. Luna? Twilight asked as she watched Luna turn around to face her while hearing the locks of the bedroom door click into place.
Oh, crap.
What is it you needed my help with again? I think I finally understand exactly what Celestia went through the past 1,000 years, of the time she told me she lost control of herself. Luna began to slowly walk towards Twilight, with Twilight backing her flank against the door. All the lustful cravings she experienced.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez.
Oh boy. But oh crap. No.
But Your Highness, Twilight gulped, trying in vain to back up further. Don't tell me that you too?
Oh no.
Oh, Twilight, Luna giggled, and as she licked Twilight's cheek, trailing her tongue slowly to the edge of her lips before pulling it back. When Celestia changed at the beginning of that night, she introduced me to a new feeling that I had never felt before. She pushed the front of her muzzle up against Twilight's, their lips almost connecting. and now I want to feel it again.
Oh,
shit, no.
I kind of like what they're doing. What he's doing here, though, because the beginning of the story of Princess Molestia, Luna was Celestia was the last victim, and in this story, I think Celestia is going to be Celestia. Twilight's going to be the first victim.
Yeah. No! Twilight cried as she pulled back to move farther away from Luna. Princess, you need help. You can't let yourself fall victim to the same urges that Celestia did. And you assume that I felt these urges, but I haven't felt these urges before? What do you think I was going through being on the moon for 1,000 years?
Oh, crap.
Well, she does have a point, but still. She has a point, but still.
This is...
Well, Twilight stopped, lowering her head to think for a moment. I guess I never really thought of that.
I mean, is she actually gonna friggin'...
I've had enough time to think, Luna said, as she looked sternly at Twilight, walking towards her again. I think I've made up my mind, Twilight Sparkle. Now it's not as much work with the mind that's in order as there is work with the body.
Oh boy.
Princess Luna, please! Twilight cried desperately, not realizing she was backing up towards Luna's bed. You can't do this. This is just so naughty, Luna said, trying to finish Twilight's sentence in her own way. Oh crap, here we go. Twilight's eyes shot open with a gasp. She looked directly into Luna's face, realizing that her irises had dilated and had a grin that closely resembled Celestia's 2 nights ago. Before she could do anything, Luna leaped at Twilight and pushed her back onto the bed as her horn lit with magic, sealing the room, making it impossible to open. Begin, Princess Lunaughty!
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be good. Anyways, for the first part of our 100th video special, this is JTH.
And Joe's a hero.
We are saying goodbye, and we will see you in part 2.
Yep.